Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time we found out that some of our friends are indeed alive and got Sabin back in the party. This time, attack dogs. We've come to Moblis to see what's happened. We've heard from some of the other citizens, from Zen and I believe even from Albrook, that said that Moblis was hit by the Light of Judgment, some super powerful weapon controlled by Kefka. Well, the dogs are doing their job. They're good guard dogs. Oh, this was the letter place, the mail carrier place. There were boxes in front of here before. Gonna have to fight your way in here, chumps. Oh, okay. And who said that? Someone else is alive. Terra survived as well. Here's an interesting point, though. When we began this game, this was Terra's story. At one point, Terra lost control of herself, and it became not necessarily all that clear whose story it was. If I had to choose someone, I would say that it's probably Locke's story, considering he is the one who first puts out the requirement that you'll have to take him to Vector in order to get the Magicite required to help Terra out, because that was the promise he had made to her. After that, it became ambiguous again whose story this was. And now that we've woken up with Celeste, it's very much her story. I talked about this in the start of the game, and they basically designed the game so that it didn't really have one single protagonist. And it's an interesting take on the game, and it's, if you look at where it's led to in games like Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy XII, where, hell, even Final Fantasy XIII, where you don't really know who the main character is. They're, you know, the most iconic characters, or the ones that are built as the protagonist in the case of 12, who have nothing to do with the story. You know, Final Fantasy XII is all about Ash's story and her meeting up with Balthier. Beyond that, Vaughn has nothing to do with the story. Neither does Penelo, for that matter, but we're getting off topic. Final Fantasy games have had a hard time trying to pin down who the main character is, and I think it dates back to this game where that trend actually kind of began. Anyway, apparently Terra's been busy in the 1 year since the world was destroyed. She's got a kid now. Would you look at that? Let's go. Unless we stop Kefka, all is lost. What? Our papas and mamas are gone. Now, we heard that when the Light of Judgment hit, all the adults were killed as they tried to save their children. Dwayne and Katrin, or Katrina, or whatever you want to call her, the oldest ones here. Terra's our mama, and they're our big brother and sister. So you see, it's not that, you know, she had children in the meantime. She's a surrogate mother in this case. The light took everyone. Everyone calls Terra Mama. You're not going to take Terra away. Oh, no, don't talk to her again. Let me out of here. Saw Dwayne kissing Katrina. but we'll be happy if Terra'll come back to... Okay, that is absolutely terrible and doesn't make any sense. We're okay because we've got Terra here. Yay! Logical sentence! Makes sense. Get out of the way. This is our village. Can't just waltz in here and start barking orders. Terra's helped us all to survive ever since she's been here. Felt hopeful for the future. So Terra's had a profound impact on the kids here. Dwayne and Katerin, you remember they were here in the village before everything went to hell. I can't fight anymore. Why not? Day the world fell, Kefka turned some kind of beam on this town. A light of judgment. The adults, kids' parents, they all died trying to protect their children. I don't remember this scene being silent. The moment I arrived, I felt needed. You can't take Terra away. It's just as if Terra goes, she takes with us the very spirit of our survival. She would be the guiding force by default in this village. I'm sure you know why they need you. That's just a badly explained sentence. The physical reasons, and hell, even the emotional reasons about why children without any supervision would need some form of, you know, someone to look to help them in such a dire situation is obvious. Like, there's no question that they would need that. Hell, I'm sure even the kids could figure out that they needed that. They made me feel things I've never felt before. It's the strangest feeling. The moment I sensed this, I lost my will to fight. Can honestly say, I don't know what's going on. The more I understand it, the less inclined I am to fight. Okay, you're just going to repeat yourself. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Music has died down. I guess Terra's not going to join us again. We heard about that. An ancient demon who was released when the world was undone. I like the fact that they phrase it that way in the Super Nintendo version to get around the censorship issues. But yeah, it was basically, he was released from the depths of the earth by the cataclysm. Though you should be able to say that because most of the kids who you're trying to protect with such policies of censorship, they don't know what cataclysm means. And if they do, they think it's a World of Warcraft thing. Of course, now, back then, they probably wouldn't have known it at all. All right. Interesting thing, this. Terra can no longer fight. She has no equipment. Ow. And as you can probably tell, you're not supposed to win this fight. However, if you come into this battle and you happen to have a couple of spells learned, there is a way around this. And yes, this does exactly what you think it does. This trick is notorious in this game for a reason. This is a battle you are not supposed to win. Ow! However, he is susceptible to Vanish, therefore he is susceptible to Vanish Doom, and, well, we kinda broke the game. Except the scene plays out the exact same way regardless. So it doesn't matter if you somehow manage to defeat him, even though you're not supposed to. The game plays out exactly the same. As I said in the previous episode, this area is entirely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But coming here, it would be a lot easier to do if you have picked up Sabin, who, again, is also optional. We have Humbaba, weak to poison. You could also have set up Sabin. Words are hard. I'm looking right at it. You could set up Sabin with dual Poison Claws, Genji Glove, Atlas Armlet if you really want to, but it's not necessary. With the two of them together, this isn't going to take us all that long. It's a relatively short fight, just a couple of rounds, and then he runs away. They actually just replace the, I think there's like two different Fumbabas in the game's code, so it puts one in that's invincible for Terra to fight to demonstrate that she's lost her edge and that she can't fight, and then put a different one in for us to fight. I'm staying here. As you can see, I can't be of any help. And the children need me. Need to understand what's happening to me. And with that, there's nothing else that can be done here. Thanks for scaring Fumbaba away. In his haste, he dropped this. And for coming here early to do this, as opposed to doing it later. You always get this for the first round. You can't finish the quest associated in this area right now. But we do get Fenrir, which makes some multiple images of the party, and gives us access to the X-Zone spell. It's our first way of getting access to the X-Zone spell in the game. This is the same effect as Gau's Snare. It basically has the X-Zone effect, but this is the first time we've been able to learn the spell on our own, and I think she'll survive one more battle before she needs to switch back over. But yeah, Terra's not in all that great a shape at the moment. Lost her fighting spirit. Interestingly enough, even though we got the items here before, there are two additional items that are now in this area. I think you can still rest here for free, if I remember correctly. Yep. Okay, so there's only the one item in there for now. The other one we cannot get at the moment. There's only 2 more battles that I haven't shown so far. Hopefully this is one of them. It is the lizard. And I dropped my pen and hit the mic because I'm smart. Okay, lizard, also level 26, just like everything else around here. Weak to ice, absorbs poison, can use imp, and I believe even petrify. Susceptible to instant death, so you can do that if you want. Let's see, fire 2 gets rid of the other 2. And then, even though it's not bumping the mic left and right here, Jesus. All right. There we go. We took him down. And even though it was really close, I didn't level a Celeste, which is kind of important. So we'll put Zone Seek on so she gets the level up bonus. 10 experience left. It's close. Alright, we're going to go and grab this Chocobo because I don't want to run all the way back. Yeah, what? Oh, I guess you're just so surprised to see someone actually out here looking for a Chocobo at this point. Well, we got ourselves a Chocobo. Let's take it with us. Alright, so we got this, and now we're going to head down. Now, I'm going to bypass all this other stuff. There's only one new enemy that we can fight, and I'm going to be forced to go find him later, and I seem to have multiple issues trying to find him right now. So we'll just skip that for the time being. Not that it's super important, it's just interesting. You might be able to find him in the deserts. And there's a bunch of them along the way. As you can see by the world map there, as we're heading all the way up this path, and, well, we don't really need to waste too much time. But that there is the tower that the Cult of Kefka built, as we heard, I believe it was in Zen, or maybe Albrook. And if we go all the way up here, we can reach the only town you actually have to go to in order to advance the plot after getting control of Celeste again. And somebody give me some sprint shoes. There we go. All right. A whole, well, not a whole new town, but hiding away from Kefka. Try and keep as low profile here as we can. Anybody in there? No. Anybody over here? No. Okay then. So yeah, some of these towns are still alive. There's another Chocobo stable up there if you ever want to go back and don't want to waste a bunch of time. Alright, Nikea. Now, if you don't want to buy stuff here, you don't have to. It's not required, and we'll have a way of making things cheaper here relatively shortly, so you may want to hold off, but I have plenty of money right now, so I'm not too worried. After the end of the world, I woke all alone in Doma Castle. When I would try to sleep there, demons would come for me. Don't want to remember that. That's frightening. Road you followed here used to be underwater, so we heard. Thieves are hanging out at the coffee shop. They all escaped from Figaro Castle. Interesting. Can you move, please, lady? Alright, we've got some new stuff to buy. Rune Edges have an MP thing. We've seen them before. They're not all that worthwhile. Enhancer is probably the best buyable sword for both Terra and Celeste at this point. It increases magical power, and they're not really using their swords a lot of the time for physically attacking anyway. So I'm actually going to pick up 2 of these. And like I said, you don't have to do this now if you don't want to. If you're short on money, just hold off for a little bit. We will have to do a little bit of backtracking to save some money on it, but that most certainly is available. There's a new piece of armor here, a diamond vest. You can buy this if you don't want to. It's not high on my priority. I'm going to get a couple of diamond shields for the 2 characters I currently have. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my shopping. Can you move, please? While traveling under the desert, Figaro Castle hit an obstacle and came to a halt. Well, with everything completely rearranging tectonically after the cataclysm, that somehow doesn't really surprise me all that much. Did I talk to you? The ship to the south is about to leave to South Figaro. Oh, it still goes there. Boss wants to sneak into Figaro Castle. He wants to get our booty back from the storage room. Okay. Boss, yeah, you said that already. From out of nowhere, a bunch of huge sandworms burrowed into the prison. We follow the tunnels back to the surface and escape. Yeah, so basically it's explained better with the Game Boy Advance translation there. By a freak chance, the dungeon ended up right next to a sandworm nest when the castle stopped. Crack opened in the wall, so we crawled through and followed the worm tunnels back to the surface. You? We'll enter the castle through a secret cave that only we knows about. Nice English there, guys. Our last boss perished that day. We met up with Gerard in this town. He's the new boss. Alright, let's go. I'm chatting with the boss of the gang, Gerard. He's kind of handsome. Understand they escaped from the prison, blah, blah, blah. Alright, move. Alright, I guess we've learned a little bit. Wait, what? Now, if we go down here, ship belongs to the Crimson Robbers. What are you doing? Get away. Okay, none of them say anything interesting. So they won't let you actually go down yet. So in order to proceed, we need to head up here and notice a new NPC. Gerard, what's your problem? You kinda look like Edgar. Something's a little different, but you kinda look like him. Probably just a palette swap. Edgar, enough of this nonsense. I have things to do. I'll be busy getting ready for our departure to Figaro. Don't play dumb possum with me, Edgar. Have you somehow lost your memory? Listen, my lady, I've been Gerard all my life. And if you look over on the Game Boy Advance, grieves me to have to disappoint such a beautiful lady, but I've been Gerard since the day I was born. Only Edgar would say my lady. And if you look over the Game Boy Advance, never met anyone who would flirt with a lady he was trying to shake off his tail. In the Japanese version, his character uses my lady in English as part of his kind of dialect and speech choice. Or he uses, I think, the English worm just lady. And here they've basically just added my lady and kind of kept that same trend going, which I think works out really well. Both the Super Nintendo version plays it up as though it's, you know, something that only Edgar would say, while the Game Boy Advance translation not only does that, but the Game Boy Advance also sets up that only Edgar would flirt with someone while trying to get rid of them. Oh, I see a shock there. What's the bloomin' fuss about? The words my lady are used the world over. Being polite to ladies is common courtesy the whole world over, huh? Now, you would think that Sabin would say something here. Sabin says nothing because Sabin is an optional character at this point, and they didn't program any lines for an optional character. I wish they would have, but they didn't. You know how to get in Figaro Castle, don't you? You lead the way. with that, we get on the boat and we stow away. Yeah, the layout of the land has changed quite a bit, but we still need to take a boat between Ikea and South Figaro. Some things never change. And with that, we've made it to South Figaro. And you can kind of see where we're hiding there. Now, if you click that, you can head all the way back and have to do the thing all over again. But we kind of need to shop as well as do other things. So let's do some other things. All of the items that were here before that I avoided can now be picked up. I believe there's 6 new ones here. I actually didn't write it into my notes. I missed a couple of things in my notes the last little while. That was one. That was one. There's one over here. Get out of the way. Oh, you're making me go all the way around. I hate you. All the way around to get to here. I believe that's it. We already got the warp stone, which would be a phoenix down now on the other side. And get out of the way. And the one in the pot just above me there was, I think, a potion then, and it's still a potion now. It doesn't change. We mustn't rest now. We have to start rebuilding. Maybe thieves, but at least we have goals in life. You're a thief too? Those men be thieves, but at least they're working towards a goal. Could learn a thing or two from that. Yeah, they got some stuff wrong here. Storming Figaro Castle. That treasure's rightfully ours. So you can see we still have merchants here who are busy. I guess you're watching the, whatever that thing's called again. It's a wheel of some sort, a water wheel. I don't know if it has a specific name. I can't remember. Souvenir of the Empire, anyone? Yeah, this thing right here. Hey, talk. Yeah, you already said that. Hey, come back here, kid. Hey, come back here. The light of judgment should burn our town down, or should, 100 times. We'll build it 100 more. Okay, if it burns it down, we will rebuild 200 more times. Wait, does that even make sense? Yeah, it sounds awkward in the SNES one, but he doesn't even make sense in the other one. Alright, so yeah, be careful with your money. Don't go too ham on things, but there are some things I would like to purchase here. Okay, on second thought, I was just going over my notes a little further. I think I'm going to hold off in this particular town about my shopping. It's not that much money, but it's enough money that I think I'll try and hold off on it and not spend the money right now. Let's go and talk to a few people around here. Yeah, you said that since the world was whole. Oh, would you look at that? Alright, what else can we do around here? Item shop, I don't need to do anything here. Please talk to the guy. Just wanted to show that the thing was there. I didn't need to actually go there. Please. Duncan's alive. His wife said so. Oh. Speaking of his wife... No, dear, Duncan's still alive and well. He's meditating just north of Narsh. Still a save point down there from before. Still use this little secret passage there. I'll show off what's in the relic shop, even though I don't plan on buying anything here. Fairy rings, protect against... Nah, we already saw those much earlier in the game. Serena ring, cast safe and shell when HP is low. Not particularly good. Cure ring, cast auto regen. Already have wall rings and all the other good things around here. Boston Seeds on the second floor of the cafe there. I think we've explored most of the rest of this area, except for this one. And then we'll go to the cafe last. Nothing left of my hometown. I'm not sure if she had a different hometown. I don't think they ever say. Just when we thought the Empire was gone, here's Kafka. Yeah, it's here's Johnny. Nice little reference there. And I don't think there's anything of interest down here, but I'll pop down and see nonetheless. Save point. This is the kids, right? No, that's that. If you head down into there, you can still fight some of the weak normal enemies from during the lock escape sequence from before. But there's no real reason to do that. Jump on the turtle. Oh, jump on the turtle. Oops, never mind. Yeah, she's given us little hints throughout the game, so, and he's said that throughout the entire game. But yeah, she's given us different pieces of advice, so talking about jumping on a turtle this time. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind for later. Alright, so here's the inn. Or, well, the relic shop that leads to the inn. Nobody's in there. Hey, there he is. Let's go help him. Followed me here? You people still here. Be polite now, Edgar. Everything's ready to go. Case of mistaken identity, my dear. Give it up. Well, maybe it really isn't Edgar. Sure, he's giving us something to follow. All the thieves are demanding all of our time. Figaro Castle disappeared the day the world became unzipped. Well, that's not a particularly good translation, but Figaro Castle had an accident under the desert. Don't know what happened to its people. With no air to breathe, the people probably all... Sweet little girl stopped coming around right after the world ended. Haven't seen her since that fateful day. Can you move, please? I don't know why the NPCs have to get in the way so often. Well, we've been given an idea that they were heading toward, or those Crimson Robbers, which is a name I believe only inputted into the Super Nintendo translation and was never in the original text. But, yeah. Yeah, they said they were looking for Figaro Castle, and, well, this is pretty much the only thing we can do at the moment is head into this cave. This is Figaro Cave. And it's got some new dudes in there. We have Dante. Dante is on the next page. Dante is weak to poison, uses muddle. You can MP kill him if you want. So let's go for that. Where is my Rasp spell? I believe Rasp does a little more damage than Osmos, because Osmos, of course, restores your MP as well. You might need 2 shots to kill him. Nope, 1 it is. Okay, nice. So yeah, you can one-shot him that way if you so desire. Celeste should be working on learning X-Zone if she's not about to level. And we're gonna pass Zone Seek over onto you. Who's this? Siegfried! Pretty dangerous from here on. I'll go first and clear out all the monsters. You wait here, okay? Well, it's different than the last time I talked to him. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we continue through Figaro Cave. This time, all of the treasure that we left there, we can finally pick up. That's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.